Okay, minasan, konnichiwa. Samurai Engineer desu. So let us take our next lesson, number 3, under our chapter number 2. So we have now on our third step, after journalizing on our previous videos, we need now to post our account. So there are accounts to be posted, and they have to be posted in what we call ledger. So you have to prepare your ledger, and you will use that in one of our practice. Okay? So posting in the ledger accounts is the third step in this 9-step accounting process. The ledger have these individual entries. For assets, for example, for assets account, there is a ledger posting for cash. There is a ledger posting for supplies. There is a different ledger posting for land. There is a different ledger posting for equipment. Another ledger posting for liability accounts like notes payable. Another one for accounts payable. Another one for salaries and wages payable. Another one for interest payable. Okay? And what about stockholders' equity? One ledger account for common stock, one for retained earnings, one for dividend, one for service revenue, and another one for salaries and wages expense. Those are some of the examples. There are so much. There are more examples. However, let us concentrate on these simple examples. No? Okay. We have an article here first before we go further, and you are tasked to answer the following question. What incentives might employees have had to overstate the value of these investment securities on the company's financial statements? Okay. What are the information given? You have to read the article. Okay. A convenient overstatement. Okay. So please read the article, and if you need more time, you have to pause the video and try to read and understand the article. Understand it in such a way that you can gain an insight and enough information for you to be able to answer that question. Again, what is the question? Actually, the question is written on the bottom of the page. I repeat, what incentives might employees have had to overstate the value of these investment securities on the company's financial statements? Okay? So, if you are through with reading and understanding the article, let us go to the next. Ledger. The ledger. What is the ledger? The ledger looks like this. This is the minimum columns, number of columns that you need a ledger for. What are those? There are about 6 columns. We have the date, explanation, reference, debit, credit, and the balance. Okay. Reference is again, now, the same with the journal, we have a reference column. Actually, the reference in the journal referred to the account in the ledger, and the reference in the ledger refer to the transaction in the journal. So they cross-reference each other. They cross-reference each other. Okay? So we have the date, for example, June 1, 2, 3, 9. So it is what? In chronological order. Okay, chronological order. And we have what? Information, recording of transaction into debit and credit. So if you want to ask question, what is $25,000 debit? There is an explanation, and you can put your explanation. But in the journal, we did not put this explanation, so you can actually put an explanation in the journal entry. You can put an explanation there, and you can put here. Okay? And then, so, what is this debit? You can find it back in the journal if the explanation is not enough for you to understand the ledger. Okay? That is what an important thing. So, you will notice, this cash account is having a code number on the right upper side of the card. Cash account is actually code number 101. That code number 101 is the reference that to be used in the journal. Okay? You have to write 101 in that reference column. Okay? Okay, so take note. Take note of that. Posting. Okay, this is the explanation. This is clearer information. Picture. Okay? So take a look at the reference column in the journal and ledger. So the number 101 is written on the journal entry, cash 101, 15,000. Okay? And also, that journal is named J1. J1 is the page. Okay? J1 is the page in the journal. J1 is the page. And that is called J1. And look at the ledger, cash. The cash ledger. The cash account ledger is referenced as J1. That is the page on the journal. Okay? Another one is common stock. Look at the reference on the written on the general ledger common stock account. It is reference J1, referring to the page J1 of the journal. Okay? And common stock account is coded 311 in the ledger. So it is referred in the, look at the journal. Look at the journal entry. Common stock is referred to as 311. Okay? So that is how you need to indicate the cross-referencing between journal and ledger. Okay? Transferring journal entries into ledger. So what you need first is date. Date is the number one thing. Number two is the referencing. And then number three is, of course, the amount. Okay? So that's the minimum necessary information that you need to record. So there are 4 information that you need to record. Okay? Next one is we have to evaluate if you understand what we are explaining right now. Okay? Posting. What do you mean by posting? Letter A, normally occurs before journalizing. Letter B, transfers ledger transaction data to journal. Letter C, it is an optional step in the recording process. And letter D, it transfers journal entries to ledger accounts. So meaning there are many ledger accounts. Just like we had explained. And therefore, the correct answer here is therefore letter D. We already explained this very well. Okay? I hope each and every one of you clearly understands the explanation. If not, what will you do? If not, you have to repeat repeat the video. You have to repeat and repeat until you understand the video. Okay? Chart of accounts. Those accounts that are given here are what? Name of accounts. For example, under assets, there are how many? Okay. There are 6 accounts under assets. Okay. There are how many accounts under liabilities? There are 5. Under stockholders' equity, 4, and then 1 in the revenue expenses. There are 7. And you will notice we have the chart of accounts in order to monitor the coding system. The coding system. What number is being used for cash? 101. Okay? What is 311? Common stock. Okay? So you have to follow the coding system. Your company can have your own coding system, but if you use a standard coding system, it is better. No? Okay? Recording process. Let us illustrate each and every step. Number 1, determine what type of account is involved. Okay, for each and every transaction, you have to analyze. For example, in the first one, the cash increases by 10,000 because the stockholder buy common stock from the company. So he is our investor, and therefore our company's cash will increase. Right? So that is a basic analysis. What's next? Equation analysis. First is basic analysis. Second is equation analysis. And third is debit credit analysis. So there are complicated analysis to be done. In order to avoid complication, it is illustrated here that you can divide the analysis into basic, equation, and debit credit analysis. So there are 3 analyses to be done. Okay? And after dividing the complicated analysis into these 3, you can surely avoid confusion and mistakes. Okay? For example, the third one, debit credit analysis. Debit increase assets, debit cash, 10,000. Credit increase stockholders' equity, credit common stock increase. Okay? Therefore, we are now ready to next step, which is journal entry. Okay? Third step, translate the increase and decrease into debits and credits. So that is the recording analysis before we can finally enter the record into journal. Okay? And after the journal, we can post the record. Okay? And they are doing this per daily basis. Okay? Purchase equipment by issuing note. Illustrated. So we illustrated on the previous page here these steps in analyzing, recording, journalizing, posting. And this step, we are going to illustrate purchase equipment by issuing note. What will happen? What kind of transaction? Take note, purchase of equipment. In the previous page, we enter the record of what? Buying, an investor buying a common stock from the company. So, here, the company purchasing an equipment. Okay? By signing a 3-month notes payable. So, notes payable instead of accounts payable. So, accounts payable is more on per day or per week, per month basis. But 3 months, it can be notes payable already. 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. So, notes payable is a little bit longer. Okay? Than accounts payable. Yes, accounts payable. Okay. Equations analysis. after basic analysis, we know that some equipment which is under asset will increase, and we have additional liabilities because we did not pay in cash. Therefore, we have notes payable 5,000 equal to the amount of equipment. Then analyze it debit credit. How? Debit increase assets. So debit in equipment. Credit increase liabilities. Credit notes payable increase. So both increase, but they are on the opposite side of the equation. That's why it is okay. It is okay. They are balanced. So we can now put on the journal entry. October 1. Equipment. What is the code of equipment? 157. What is the code of notes payable? 200. What is the amount? 5,000. Okay? So let us have this information. Issued 3 months, 12% note for office equipment. So 12% is the interest. When we are going to pay this, we have to pay an additional amount which is called interest. Okay? So, posting. How do we post that? 2 accounts are involved. Equipment account and notes payable. So, equipment, we have debit. Notes payable, we have credit. So, it is almost always the same thing from the start of the basic analysis, equation analysis, and debit credit analysis. That's why if you are wrong in the first step, you will be wrong in the journal, you will be wrong in the posting, and the rest of the steps, you will be wrong. Okay? So, how to record the receipt of cash? If we receive cash advance from another client for advertising services that are expected to be completed by December 31. So, there is already a transaction now, but October transaction, but it will be completed by December 31. Okay? The advertising contract is from this point to that point, up to December 31. Okay? Basic analysis. Asset, cash increase. Okay? Because somebody pay 1,200. Okay? The liability unearned service revenue increase. We have yet to earn that advertising revenue. We have yet to earn because it is from this date up to December 31. Okay? So we have yet to earn. That is still a liability. That is still a liability called unearned, not yet earned, meaning unearned revenue, unearned revenue. Okay? And unearned revenue is a name of account under liability. Okay? That is still liability because we are not yet able to consummate the service, okay, offered, no? Okay, so next is equation analysis. Equation, assets, increase in cash, 1,200. Increase in liabilities, 1,200. Unearned revenue. And therefore, we have what? Debit credit analysis. Debit increase, asset. Debit, cash. Credit, unearned. Okay, because it is normal balance in the credit side. Asset, cash, normal balance in the debit side. So, you will notice in the journal, cash is first written because it is debit. Again, recall that we already explained those debit journal entry must be written first. Then, afterwards, write down the credit entry. And that is what? Unearned service revenue. What about for posting? Okay. October 1, 10,000. Okay. Our present transaction is October 2, that is 1,200 for cash. We already received the cash, but we have yet to deliver the goods to the company. Unearned service revenue. We will deliver it completely on December 31. We will completely earn the revenue on December 31. That is the reason we have a liability account called unearned service revenue. Okay? So, pay rent. How about October 3? Pioneer is a company that pays the rent of office for October, $900. Basic analysis. Expense account, rent expense, increased by 900. Okay? We are going to pay them the rent. Okay? For the current month. Okay? For the current month, the asset cash decreases. 900 because the payment pertains only to the current month. Because we are having a minimum of accounting cycle as 1 month. That is the minimum of 1 month. And the same month, so therefore we have to write what? Rent expense. It is already expense. Hey sir, it's not yet earned because the month is not yet finished. But your recording will end on October 31. This reporting cycle will end on October 31. That's why it is already an expense at that time. Okay? On October 31. Okay? That is the reason why that is our basic analysis. And what about equation analysis? Assets. We decrease the assets because we paid for the rent to other company. The money is going away from the company. So, stockholders' equity under expense. Again, expense is a negative transaction. So, negative 900. We increase the negative amount. So, we increase the 900. We increase the 900, which is always negative because it is an expense account. Okay? So, that's how we analyze the accounting equation. Debit credit analysis. What about this? Record. First the debit, which is rent expense. Okay. Okay. What are the normal debit balances? Dividend, expense, and assets. So, this is under what? Expense. So, still debit normal account. Okay? So, that is our debit credit analysis. Okay? And what is the credit? It decreased assets. So, therefore, cash should be written after the rent expense. Cash is written second. So, that is on credit side. So, you don't need to put negative 900 because that is already credit. Credit meaning it will decrease the amount of cash. It will already decrease the amount of cash. So, you don't need to put the negative because it is already on the negative side. Okay? Okay? And journal entry, take a look, and posting like that. You can post it October 3. October 3, cash, and October 3, we have rent expense. Okay? So, let us illustrate payment for insurance policy. The company decided to get an insurance. Basic analysis. What is the transaction? Pay for $600 for 1 year insurance policy that will expire next year on September 30. So, it is not yet consumed. Okay? But it is insurance, so assets prepaid insurance. That is called prepaid because it is not yet consumed. Prepaid. Okay? prepaid insurance increase. So what is prepaid insurance? Under asset. That is the name of the account under asset accounts. Okay? Payment extends to more than current months. The asset cost decrease 600. Payments expense that will benefit more than one accounting period are prepaid expense or prepayments. We can have an account called prepaid or prepayments. Single account for all the prepayments. Okay? Okay, so when a company makes a payment, it debits an asset account. Okay? In order to show the service or benefit that will be received in the future. Okay? So asset, it is still asset because it is not yet consumed. It is not yet consumed. If it is consumed, it will become an expense. It will become an expense if it is consummated. So, it's not yet consumed. Insurance is still active up to next year. Okay, so it's not yet consumed. So that is still what? As asset, what we call prepaid insurance. Okay, amount of 600. But we already paid in cash, so our cash will decrease. Our cash will decrease, therefore, our cash will be credited with 600. And credit of cash is belonging to the second entry, which is what? Credit portion in the journal. So take a look. Cash is the second line. The first line is prepaid insurance, which is the debit. Okay? Debit credit analysis, that is still our explanation. And for posting, take a look. October 4, we have cash, 600, and prepaid insurance is increased. Cash credited on the right side in cash, October 4. Okay? Notice again that we don't need to put the monetary symbol. For example, these numbers are in terms of dollars. They are not putting on the symbol dollars. Okay? In ledger. Okay? And in journal. We don't have any recordings of symbolic portion of dollars. Okay? Okay. So after the analysis, there is no mention of dollars. Okay? Or peso. There must be somewhere in the analysis. Okay? Here, take a look. Purchase advertising materials on account. On account meaning on terms or on loan. You borrowed. Okay? So, estimate 3 months supply of advertising material. So, account from Aero Supply for 2,500. So, on account, so we did not release cash. So, therefore, it is an accounts payable. We will pay in the future, accounts payable. 3 months supply account. So, that could be an accounts payable. Okay? It increased. And then, we have what? Equation analysis. Assets will increase under what? Supplies account. Our supplies worth or value will increase because of additional delivery of supplies. Okay? But we have an accounts payable under the liability because we have yet to pay for the supplies. Because it is what? On a 3-month agreement. No? Or debit credit analysis. Debit increase assets, supplies. Credit increase liabilities. Accounts payable. How to enter the entry in the journal. How to make this in the journal? Number 1, supplies, because that is debit. The second one is accounts payable, because that is credit. And also, on our posting, We have October 5, 2,500 supplies, accounts payable October 5, 2005. Okay, so next. Hire employees. Hiring employees, the company hires 4 employees to begin work on October 15. It's not yet working right now. There is an agreement to work. To receive a weekly salary of $500 for a 5-day work week, payable every 2 weeks. First payment made on October 26. Already made the payment. Basic analysis. Business transaction has not occurred yet. Okay? Okay? So, we will wait for October 26 for this transaction to occur. Okay? This is different because payment of employee salary is what we call expense. Okay? We don't even have salaries payable or wage payable because the worker is not yet working. The worker will start working on October 15. Okay, so and today it is only October 9. It is only October 9 today, so it's not yet working. So it will work from October 15 to October 26. We have a salary and wage payable. But after that, after October 26, that is now going to be an expense. Okay? So there is no transaction yet because it is not what? An economic event. This is not an economic event yet. Declare and pay a cash dividend. Basic analysis, equation analysis. Dividends account increases $500. The asset cash decreases. Okay? Because we paid the stockholders $500 cash dividend. So our cash will decrease. Okay? And the stockholders dividend will also decrease. Why? Because dividend is what? Have a normal balance of debit. The normal balance in dividend is debit. And since this is to be credited, okay? This is to be, since this transaction is to be debited on the stockholder, okay, stockholder, from the company's point of view. From the company's point of view, this money is going to the stockholder, going away from the company. Okay, so therefore, it is to be debited to the dividends account. Okay? So, debits, for example, debit credit analysis. Debit increase dividends. So, it will increase the dividend. But dividend is on the what? On the left side of the analysis. The left side. Dividend is on the left side. Okay? So, it will be recorded debit because it increased 500. Okay? But on the balance sheet, dividend is negative because the money is going away from the company and going to the stockholder. The money is going to the stockholder, so it is negative. So, okay? Credit, decrease assets. So, that's why the cash will be credited. So, the cash will be written second line. The second line, okay? So, and for posting, take a look, October 20, 500 for the cash, which is on the right side, credit. Dividend, October 20 on the right side, which is debit. Okay. Pay salaries to employees. On payment of salaries, we have basic analysis. Expense account salaries, because the company owes employees salaries of 4,000 and pays them in cash. So cash decreases because we paid. And expense also we decrease the expense because we already paid the expense. So it decreased 4,000. Okay. Okay. So therefore, debit increase because normally debit, expense is normally debit. What are the normal debit? Expense, asset, and dividend. They are normally debit. So here we increase expense. So it is salaries and wages expense must be written first because it is debit. Okay? And the second line is cash because it is decreasing. The cash is decreasing. Okay? By 4,000. Therefore, it is credited 4,000. You have to write cash, second line. Okay? So, for posting, take a look. October 26, we paid cash 4,000 because credited 4,000. The money, 4,000, is going away from the company. Salaries and wage expense, the money is credited to that account, 4,000. Okay. Okay. So, receive cash for services. October 31, the company receives 10,000 in cash from COPA, which is a company for advertising services performed in October. So, already consumed. This is an expense. Okay, because this is a service we offered. We offered and we are being paid for. The company COPA paid the company 10,000 in cash. So our cash will increase. So equation analysis, cash will increase and service revenue also increase. Okay. So therefore, because revenue is written normal negative, normal credit, normally credit balance, normal credit balance, cash is normal debit balance. So we need to write cash first, then write the service revenue second. Okay, on our journal entry. And you will notice on our posting we have October 31, 10,000. Debit the cash. And service revenue, we credit the cash, 10,000. Okay? So, next, we have the summary of posting. Summary, journalizing, and posting for October 1 to 3. We have this October 1 to 3 journal entry. Cash, common stock, then equipment, notes payable, then cash, unearned service revenue, then rent, cash. If you will sum up all the debit side and all the credit side, they will balance. They will equal to each other. Because we are complete in recording the October 1 to 3 transactions. Okay? Completely recorded. Okay. October 4 to 31 transaction. If we completely recorded those transactions, we will have the same total amount for debit and credit. Take note how we established each and every entry. So you can replay the video and try to practice doing the basic analysis, doing the equation analysis, and doing the debit credit analysis. Then try to record in the journal and record in the ledger. And then compare your solution to the answers here. Okay? So at first, don't look at the answers. And then compare, then look at the answer and explanation. Okay? Why? Okay? So again, we have a general ledger illustrated here. These are the journal entries. These are the general journal. Now we have general ledger. What are the ledger accounts involved? So these are all the ledger accounts. How many? Cash, supplies, prepaid, insurance, equipment, notes payable. So there are 5 under the assets. We have accounts payable and earned service revenue on the liability accounts. And we have common stock, dividends, service revenue, salaries, wage expense, rent expense for the stockholders' equity. So there are 5. So those are the general ledger involved here. And let us try to do it again next meeting. By today, it is enough practice for us, and try to clear up your mind and retain all those important concepts and details regarding our practice. And we will have more practice on the next video. By now, again, thank you very much. This is Dr. AP, Samurai Engineer at your service.